I kind of jerry-rigged this situation and built I got a free pallet from Dairy Delight, and these are all from various parts of the yard. That flagstone was from there, and I just got a rock that I borrowed from a natural area to fill it. These two are from over there, and I filled them in with rocks. And that's from over here, and I filled it in with rocks. So this had 3 extras. You can't even fucking tell, because whoever built it had 3 extras, and they were like, "Oh, let's put them here." And I said, "Wait a minute, hold up. Let's actually put them over here, because of this." Yeah, that used to be the lawn, but now it's where we step. It'll be a lawn again, because I put also 100 pounds of sand down that you can barely tell I did, because of how fucking unlevel this situation was. It was flooding over here originally, right here. So I've been dumping, this is ash, a ton of spruce needles from that bitch, rocks from various parts of the yard, organic material I just throw in here because it's going to naturally decompose. And then I can use the topsoil for like some kind of like a base, like a compost. Exactly a compost. I got that stick from the lake. It's pretty much not gonna move now because it's sunken in. That's just sunken in the dirt. And then this rock, it's kind of for stepping, but also kind of like, hey man, you shouldn't step here, so you gotta be careful because it's not totally level. Yeah, it's a work in progress, but I think it looks kind of cute. And here's the situation. I just built that last year because the previous one imploded. It's kind of shitty, but it'll hold up. But that's that. And that linden trees from my house in Greeley, I replanted it along with the aspen tree out front. So there's that. There's the clematis. It's doing pretty well. Some perennials, 2 perennials that I don't know growing in there. Some English ivy right there. Why are there peanuts there? My dad used to feed peanuts to the squirrels, and those are being unearthed with this situation. So that's evidence of the past squirrel feedings. This is a honeysuckle, and you got to kind of train it at first, or else it'll break off, or the rabbits will fuck it up. I don't know if it's rabbit proof, but I guess I just stuck a petunia there. Or did I cover up? Oh, fuck yeah. That's where you get worms apparently now for my new fishing license. There's a wood spider web right there. I don't know if you can see it, but wood spiders are necessary in the ecosystem. And here's that honeysuckle. This survived the previous deck, and one year it didn't grow at all, so it just grew from the ground up. So this is only like a 3-year plant with 5-year roots. That's a 7-8 year plant, or I don't know, it's maybe 10. But this didn't do shit until I put this trellis here. You can't see because it doesn't like to climb these. You got to give it some kind of base, some kind of wall to climb up. It just turned 420 on the recording. But yeah, there's that. There's this honeysuckle that doesn't get much light and way too much water, but it's still surviving, and even sprouting new growth at the bottom. There's Poppy and Watson coming out.
Quit raining. Quit it.
Yeah, so we're gonna need to make new coffee because I'm gonna drink it all and then drink more. There's a deer skull me and the girls found at Carter Lake.
You don't need that much coffee.
This shit is blowing up like you wouldn't believe, dude. That's already on, but there's no, even though there's no water puddling, it's soft, which is good. I think it'll dry out eventually, but it's not puddling.
Yeah.
So it's draining good. That's all compost now. I'm just documenting. It's gonna be mint, petunias, a bunch of herbs that I got for free at the library, like weird Chinese shit that I'll probably never use. I'll probably make tea. That's gonna be mostly dill, and then maybe oregano, probably. I don't fucking know. Don't know. Zinnia that never mind. I borrowed it from, anyway. It's some kind of flower. I planted a lot of dandelions in these random shit I don't know. This is zinnias, marigolds, some kind of bulbs. And I'm gonna plant all the bulbs I planted here. See, like that? I'm gonna plant them in the ground in the fall. More petunias, more zinnias, more zinnias. A bunch of little guys that are just, I've been throwing random shit I get at the library. That's gonna be sweet alyssum. Right there. Purple sweet alyssum. I think that's called royal carpet. And then some more flowers. Ooh, I forgot something too. That's gonna be a viola, pansies, viola, or maybe pansy. I think that's a viola and pansies. More marigolds and random shit. Ooh, another kind of marigold. Or a zinnia. That's either a marigold or a weird zinnia that I just uprooted. Oh no, look, it grew sideways, so that's good to escape the viola. Put sweet potato vine, I don't know. Zinnia, sweet alyssum, viola. Same shit up there. These are the herb baskets with a couple yellow pansies. You got your parsley, your dill, which I've already ingested both. This is gonna be chives. I need those to get bigger before I start eating them. But you can eat anything, any herb, as soon as it does that. But chives need, I think, before I like to eat the chives, I like to see that flour on top. You know what I'm saying? Those are some heavy duty, tasty motherfuckers. Let that fucker cook in the ground. That's a dead fucking zinnia that we're throwing out. Should have thrown that over in the dirt pile, but I don't care. More parsley, some more dill. That's for Adeline. Because after she got COVID, all she does is eat fucking pickles. I'm not kidding, dude. Buy the jar, whatever it comes in, she's gonna eat it. And then she'll stop halfway through a jar, start a new jar of a different style, and go with that. So we got like 5 half jars in there. And here's the cucumbers. I don't know if they'll grow, but I was just like, let's try it out. Here's the third honeysuckle. And the hanging shit with the same shit, and then a bunch of random seeds I threw in there. So I'll be thinning a lot of these out. Some more English vine going in. That. Some more shit. The Loveland Public Library has a seed bank. It's an aspen tree that was just put in the ground this year. I want to show you something else. I don't know what this is. I gotta smell it. I forgot. It's like lavender. Yeah, that's lavender. That's a small lavender. It's not one of those big bushes. Look, it's already flowering. It's one of them little cuties, but it's stanky. And then back there's like, usually we go anywhere from 75 to 100 sunflowers, but it looks like there's probably 50 of them. The rabbits have consumed a ton of them. And those rabbits are BB proof. I've tried tried it several times and it just scares them. So I got to formulate a new plan. Here's a small tomato. There's some big, you can tell which are going to be the monsters. But there's sweet alyssum growing back here. Like, I throw random shit back here just because I don't give a fuck. And I like to see annual plants just have their time. Random bush just started growing, or tree. I need to go identify that, because if it's like a, what do you call them? No, there's a bunch of random shit growing back here. Like, these are either zinnias or some weird marigold or something. These are all sunflowers. And these are all sunflowers. Sunflowers, like 50 of them here. And back there, see all those? I got some prairie grass seed. Prairie grass is good. I might use that later. This is a rose plant that needs trimmed again because it grew too fast. That branch grew too fast. That's where I trap snakes and worms. And this is where it threw a bunch of fucking vegetables. And the bugs are enjoying them. What is this? There's got to be spinach. Yeah, here's spinach. Give this to Poppy and see what he thinks about it. He thinks I make the best food. He never tried the weed that I used to grow back in the day when it was illegal in Missouri. That was a joke. I totally didn't grow 2 pounds of weed one year. And it was totally legal. I was just kidding. That's bee balm. The English use that to make teas, but I don't. I just smell it, and it attracts bees and keeps the bees alive. These are peonies for Mom, because that's her favorite flower. So Dad grabbed a bunch of shit and planted them. There's one out front too. It's a blackberry bush. And there's a weird flower thing situation over here, I think, that's having troubles, but we'll see. That's everything notable for the backyard, other than this impressive state tree of Colorado. Oh yeah, there's this other fucking shit. I wonder if this sprouted. No, that's an elephant ear with a bunch of zinnias. You know what an elephant ear is, then you're cool. And that's the monster tomato. It's the second week of June, and that thing is 2.5 feet from the dirt. And then I bet the roots are, actually tomato roots are shallow, but anyway. I say these for Poppy. He sleeps in here sometimes. But he's getting dressed. These are the indoor situations that have survived, and they've survived brilliantly. Look at this motherfucker. And I burned incense in it, and it's still alive and growing like crazy. They barely need any water at all. And then I found this free thing. Everything I get is free, by the way. It's amazing. Being a dumpster diver. And I go at the yard sale at the end on Sundays, and they just put everything out there for free. So we get all kinds of jewelry and shit. Look like gorgeous models. There's a black light, and then another bush. I don't know what indoor plants are, and there's a panda. 18,000 different kinds of grass, because my grandma put bluegrass in here. like a silly person. But whatever. And then there's that. There's a bunch of shit over here. We bought that from the city government. They teamed up with some bunch of hippies, and these are low water plants. There's a bunch of fucking junipers and pine bushes here. It's a butterfly weed and a monster of a fucking sunflower that planted itself. I've removed every sunflower from the front yard but that one, and I've removed about 60 of them. Except the ones in the grass you just mow because it's annual. Now, this is a fucking aspen tree that I planted, and I took a branch off another aspen tree to make a stake for it, and the goddamn thing's fucking rooted and started sprouting. I just ripped it off a fucking tree, and a couple days later I used it for a stake, and it did that. And I tied it with another piece of wood to the tree, so I put this around it so the rabbits can fuck off, because they don't like fucking with metal shit, especially wobbly metal shit. That it scares them. There's a bunch of cool native weeds growing right here for ground cover, which I'll probably remove once they're big enough to pull. Probably not, because I don't give a fuck. More zinnias. Rose. There's some weird fucking African grass thing growing in front of my kid's room. Some weird tree over there. That's probably a weed, but I don't care. It looks cool. It's a clematis, first year, and a bunch of random shit down there. There's lettuce out here that you can eat. This is lettuce that the rabbits fucking eat, and I'm pissed, but I don't care. Wait. I ate the wrong part. Okay, that's better. More zinnias. Look how many fucking goddamn zinnias are everywhere. These random guys like to, if you plant one of them, you'll see a bunch the next year. I don't know what the fuck this is. What is this? That is gonna be a monster fucking, some cousin of a dandelion. And some more dill, because for Addie, a fern, some pansies, some petunias, and then random shit I don't know what the fuck it is. That's Vika vine covering all my shit. But there's some fucking shit in here that looks cool. Oh, there's a lavender bush right there. There was one there, and then I killed all that brown shit, because fuck it. There's a bunch of dandelions over here too, because I planted them for the bees. Also, if you eat dandelions, you can eat every part from the flower to the bottom of the root, as long as you clean it good in plain water. It's really good for your circulatory system.